All right, this tool right here too. Don't leave this thing around. I feel like this one right here will, poke your ass if you ain't watching out. But
what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be showing you guys one of the hottest DIY fashion trends you guys can do right now. Super affordable. We're talking about the raw edge on t-shirts, denim, pants.
I mean, hoodies, jackets, pretty much all items.
Yeah, and then also we're going to be bringing back the classic rotary tool so you guys can distress your items as well.
That tool came in clutch.
Woo!
I get to look down like to the T.
Yeah, I never thought we'd be bringing back that tool, but I'm happy to see it again.
I mean, you see brands like Fear of God, John Elliott doing it to most of their items, and they're usually upselling it way high.
Yeah.
But we're gonna teach you guys how to do it with some of the items you already have.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna be heading on over to the fabric store right now, grabbing some of the tools that you guys will need. We'll leave links down below so you guys can purchase all of them. And then also we're gonna head to the thrift store, grabbing some items there as well.
It's good practice.
Good practice. And then yeah, we're gonna head back here, show you guys exactly how to use the tools. Let's head on out right now.
Let's get it.
So Gabe is nice enough to let us drive his car anytime we could.
Nice weather.
Nice weather. Gotta take the M3 out. But I didn't show you guys earlier, but I'm actually rocking a t-shirt that I cut the other day. So this is kind of the look that you'll be going for.
It had the original double stitch hem, but now, obviously it's raw now.
This t-shirt used to be huge on me, but yeah. All right, guys. So the tools that we will be looking out for is one is kind of like the rotary Dremel tool. That's for the distressing. You can find that like at a hardware store, but we're gonna see if Joann's has it. And then two will be the rotary cutter, which is kind of like a pizza cutter. I saw it in Paul's video as well, and I left mine at home, but yeah, huge shout out to Paul. He just did a video on it. And then third will be the seam cutter, which oh my god, almost had it in reverse. Let's see what we can find at Joann's. Alright guys, so we found the item. That's how much of a hot commodity it is. It is literally locked up right here.
Right. Got the cutter, the placemat, the Dremel tool, ready to get to work.
Got some oops. You got there. That was something else. Got the hem cutter right here. Let's head on over to the thrift store and grab some items so we can do these on. And yeah. All right, so like always, just trying to find a washed black tee, something that looks a little long so we can cut it down short. Tougher together, which is very true. You don't have to like worry too much about the prints because we're gonna flip them inside out anyway, so just keep that in mind. All right guys, so I found my t-shirt right here, $2.99. I'm gonna flip this inside out and see what we are working with. The reason why you want to flip it inside out is sometimes you can't see the whole graphic underneath. This kind of has like a white graphic underneath, so kind of cool that you can still see it after it is flipped.
I feel like it adds more character.
Yeah, let's roll with this one. All right guys, $6, can't beat that.
Always gotta hit the Purell after you kind of go diving in the racks.
And one time I took this guy dumpster diving for some thrifting, and he wanted to take a shower right afterwards. You know, I'm a real thrifter. Woo, so we just got back. Here are the tools that we ended up getting. So this one right here, this is to cut the threads on your pants.
The seam ripper.
The seam ripper, if you like the length of your pants. Otherwise, you could just cut it with this tool right here. This is pretty inexpensive, about $2.99. If you like the length on your pants, you could use this, and then you will get that raw hem look like we're showing on the screen right now. All right, let's go over these two tools are super important. We got the Mr. Penn Premium Tailor Scissors. There's something about a pair of scissors that are more so made for fabric that goes a really long way compared to your regular scissors.
Do not go up into the cupboard and get you some, regular scissors right here. These right here are sharper for, obviously the fabrics are a lot thicker.
Yes, so they basically cut through the fabric like a little filet mignon.
Exactly.
And then speaking of food, we got the pizza cutter right here. Literally does what the scissors cannot do. So the scissors is nice if you want that wavy, kind of like uneven cut.
Yeah, like an inaccurate cut, but the pizza cutter though, this is gonna be precise.
Yeah, this is gonna be precise, especially if you go alongside a whole straight edge and really get it precise at the bottom of your t-shirts or your sleeves right here.
It almost acts like a razor blade.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there are two types of different looks with these right here, both very handy. This one right here is from Amazon, which we'll leave links down below for you. And then this one we found at Joann's, and it was really cool. They came with a cutting pad, a ruler and everything. But yeah,
I almost feel like if you're using the scissors, you don't need the pad, but if you're using the pizza cutter, definitely needs to protect the table with.
Last tool right here. This is if you want to put the final touches on your shirt or your pants that you just cut up. This is the old school Dremel. We used to use this all the time for distressing denim. But now we could use it on t-shirts.
The fact that they carry it at Joann's and the craft stores and all that says a lot.
This thing used to scare me when it used to snag on the pair of
Oh
pants.
man,
It used to be crazy.
Be careful when you're using this tool, because again, if there's too much thread from obviously all the fray that you're going to be in, it'll get caught up and wrapped up.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that.
We got your lip one time.
Oh
man.
my
Just
God.
grabbed your big lip.
Stop. It reminds me of that one video with the guy in the car wash.
Oh yeah.
And he gets caught up in the freaking.
All right, so we got the Dremel. This was actually at Joann's as well. Usually you could find a pretty cheap one at a hardware store.
Or Amazon.
We'll leave links down below. But this one is a cordless one that they had at Joann's. Kind of pricey, $79.
That's pretty pricey.
But for cordless, and it has a bunch of different heads and whatnot, I thought we'd give it a try.
Yes, sir.
But there are all the tools right here. I say we get started on the t-shirt right there, Tan. Let's start off with your t-shirt first,
Yes,
and then we'll
sir.
do the Dickies that I found at the workwear store after, all right?
Okay.
Let's start off with the bottom hem cutting, you know?
That's the easiest part, I feel like.
All right, so you ready? Tried it on.
Yep.
After measurement, it looks like 3 inches what you're trying to go with.
I say we start it safe, because you want to kind of cut less. But I say 3 inches is a good starting point.
All right, so we got to make sure we are talking into the mics as we. Ooh, good thing I had the safety on this.
Oh, about to say.
Or you would have get sliced on your hand. All right, so as Tan is grabbing the ruler right there, we're actually going to use the pizza cutter instead of the scissors. The scissors actually takes a little bit longer because you do have to clean up the edges and everything. And it is a
I
little
feel like
heavier.
since we're doing like the bottom hem,
Yeah.
it's better to use the pizza cutter.
All right.
Sheesh,
All right, let's
look
see
at
where
that.
we're working it.
Okay, well, not that shot. I think you let up on the pressure a little bit right there, but
Just like when you're cutting pizza, I think it's important to go back and forth maybe as you're going.
yeah, no, for sure.
We're learning.
There we go. Boom. Okay.
All right.
So we got 3 inches from the bottom.
All right, so one thing to note, this is the benefit of flipping a t-shirt inside out when you are rocking it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like when the bottom raw hem is like kind of coiling outward. You see it right here on the edge. So once you flip it inside out, it actually folds inward.
There you go.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why though.
It's almost like the fabric knows like which side was. I have no idea either, buddy.
You almost just made
Almost.
something up. But yeah, it flips inside inward.
Yeah.
I say we do the sleeves right now. You know how you were saying like in a video that you wanted more of a cutoff? Should we try to go for that look?
Ooh.
You know
So we're
that-
not trying to get
Just
the
make it raw.
perfect length of the sleeve. We're
Nah.
almost trying to get like a little shield vibe.
You want that?
Let's do it, man. Summertime's here.
All right, let's do it. And obviously,
it's
when you
flat.
guys, do this, you could get down to the real nitty-gritty measurements. We're kind of just eyeing it. That's part of, the vintage vibe. I'm sure back in the
Exactly.
day when they were really cutting these things,
Oh.
they weren't really.
I mean, I seen you mess up and you kind of just tore it, and I'm like, that look kind of added a little character to it, so I'm not mad at that. All right, Rich, let's get it.
You want to do it?
Let me do it, man. Let me do
you
it.
do it.
All right.
So you're gonna go actually here.
Got it. So from here to here,
I say a more angle.
more angle.
Yeah.
Okay. But start from the pit area, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Watch your fingers, man. Oh.
Look at that.
Fire.
Super easy. How should we go about trying to, mimic the other side, or just go blind?
Like we said earlier, back in the day when they used to cut it, it was hot out when they were rock starring.
I almost feel like we should use the ruler, just kind of measure
All right.
the 2 points from the armpit. We got 1
inch.
inch, and then from the shoulder, you got about 4.5 inches. All right.
4.5. All right.
All right. So 4.5 is about right here. And I kind of 1 inches.
Gonna eye that?
And boom.
All
there.
right.
Just gonna rip that apart right there. Cool.
All right, moment of truth. I say put that thing on, see how it looks on
Okay.
ya.
Okay.
All right, so the man just put
Oh.
on the shirt. Kind of give me Westbrook vibes over here.
Shoot, your boy been working
I
out a
see
little
you. I
too.
see you. I like that.
Look
It
here.
does have that drape.
Because it was about 3 sizes bigger than what I usually wear. it was extra large. I love the flowiness. It was
Yeah.
wide, and then since we cropped it,
Yeah.
it almost feels like it just kind of goes.
Literally, these are $2.99 from the thrift store. Go play around with different cuts, different fits. I mean, you don't have to. We just tried for the first time.
Yeah.
And literally, the look looks
Look,
cool.
look. Crop is in. I'm not used to that look just yet, so
Yeah.
I would probably have gone maybe 3 inches, or sorry, 2 inches instead of 3.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, the vibe is there.
All right, so now that we got the shirt on, do
Yeah.
you like the cut of it?
Oh man, the cut's perfect.
Should we do the distressing now?
I say we just finish off this shirt.
Let's do it.
You
All right,
know?
you want to take it back off? All right, so now we're going to use the Dremel. They call it the Dremel rotary tool to get that distressing, probably around the collar a little bit. But you could go ham, do the sleeves, everything you want. All right. You thinking collar first?
Definitely the collar.
It's important to have a person that can hold it.
Yes.
Because it does snag really easily, especially the higher.
I'm going to start going maybe lower speed because I don't want to cut it, you know?
He's a natural.
Let's crank this bad boy up a little bit.
Also, keep in mind, I replaced the tip with the sandpaper tip. It comes with different tips, and you could buy separate tips as well. Like some tips are a little bit stronger than others.
I know with denim, people started off using just the sandpaper strips. So now, you know, obviously with this tool, speeds up that process.
Let's go. All right, so I'm actually going to try to do it right here in like almost
back
like
pocket
the
area?
back buttocks area.
Okay.
I'm going to try cutting like almost a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to, yep.
And you kind of have it on like a pretty high speed, right, Rich?
This is halfway.
Halfway? Okay.
You know what this would be good for? The scissors could kind of clean it up after we're done.
That's true.
Or
You basically, no. That's a good idea, actually. Go ahead and don't try to cut it all the way through. Just use it as like a guideline, and then we'll use the scissors to kind of snip the, kind of connect the hole.
And then just snip it, you're
I
saying?
say just snip it, yeah. Okay. Also, I feel like when we're doing this, a lint roller will come in handy.
Lint roller, and then also I like throwing it in the washer and dryer to kind of just clean it up a little. All right. Add a little distressing to it. You know what I'm talking about.
This is exactly what you're talking about right here, where it kind of naturally hangs like that.
Yeah.
And again, it has to be still, you know, hanging onto its last thread. Otherwise, it's going to look too goofy if it's hanging off your butt. There we go.
A little shoulder hole, too.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that's the thing with the cordless stuff. Ran out of batteries.
Oh, I was about to say, you were going to keep going ham on it.
All right, let's try this on now. Woo, so we got the end product right here. You see the little butt distressing? That is fire right there. I would have made it a little bit bigger, but it looks dope. Hey, got the shoulder distress.
Super happy with the end result. I feel like there's ways to do it where, you know, it still looks stylish. You know, it doesn't look like, throw it away.
All right, so there we have it for the t-shirt, guys. Obviously, at the end of the day, it is your preference on placement, where you want the distressing.
Exactly.
I would say safe would be collar.
Yep.
And then, you know, that little buttocks area could be cool, too. All right, so now we are going to move down to the pants. Found these at a workwear store. Dickies right here. Really cheap, 35 bucks.
And shout out to the slim fit that they offer
Slim
now.
fits right here. Dark brown. These are really, really fire.
Trying to give you trouser vibes.
Yeah. Okay, so the length, they actually had a 30 length, so I actually don't want to cut these any shorter than
length
they
is perfect.
So let's try out
the seam ripper.
Seam ripper.
All right, this tool right here too. Don't leave this thing around. I feel like this one right here will, you know, poke your ass if you ain't watching out. But as you guys can see, it kind of has like a, you know, an area where you can kind of get into those tight threads.
Yep.
But then this little hook part right here is where it does all the cutting for you. I almost feel like if you find like the start of it, you can just pull out the rest. But we're just gonna go ahead and just kind of cut as many as we can until it gets very loose. All right, so I actually found a way better way to unravel the threads. You kind of want to start opening it up
as you go.
All
right, so it takes a little time, and this is where we unravel it to show the raw hem underneath. And then what a lot of people do is actually take an iron, so you could iron out that crease right there. Obviously, it's been creased up for a little while. Clean it up.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
You know what's kind of cool is it has like the production code at the bottom.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I would definitely keep all of that. I feel like all of that's kind of character. It kind of shows when you're kind of overlapping it on your shoes. But when it comes to like the fray, that's the only thing that I would kind of snip, because if it's too long, obviously you're just gonna start unraveling. Yeah. So you kind of want to snip as much loose threads as you can. But other than that, I especially like this look when it comes to denim, because with denim you can kind of see all the breakup within the dye.
Yeah, you see literally on denim the most often. But just wanted to try these out. Keep in mind, a lot of people end up ironing it out, these creases right here.
Oh yeah, or use like some starch first, like starch spray, and then go and iron it out.
Yes sir. But yeah, and then maybe I would even cut like a slit down the middle right here just to widen them up a little bit. But yeah, we just wanted to go over a brief tutorial on how to kind of customize your items right here.
Super simple, super easy,
super simple, super affordable, and yeah, really transforms the look of some items that you may have in your closet, like Tan said earlier.
I mean, you were gonna do this. I mean, you were saying that you wore this shirt all the time. It almost kind of feels like a brand new t-shirt now.
Yeah,
after you kind of cut it up.
I used to wear this t-shirt all the time, and it was just a little too big.
I was gonna say, you didn't realize how long it was.
It was long, and then yeah, just cut it the other day, and I was like, hey, let's do a video on this.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, please hit that like button if you guys get a chance to. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribed. Got a lot more cool, helpful content on the way. Huge shout out to Tan. Like we said earlier, links are in the description box below. Anything else?
Shoot, man, that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
that was pretty
for
fun.
sure.
Definitely missed the Dremel tool though.
Yeah.
That brought back memories.
All right, gotta get this thing charged up.
Yes, sir.
All right, and until next time, we out.
Peace.